everyone, for OneWrestling.com and Wrestling Legends on Tour. This is Bill Apter, Bob Orton, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., welcome.
Well, thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
Now, I go back to the good old days where the big old Bob Orton, your father, was wrestling, and I remember seeing him at Madison Square Garden teaming with Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
Yep.
And of course, I remember your career, and of course now, with so much interest, we're all following the career of Randy Orton. How did the three Ortons differ in style and psychology? Let's take your dad to start with. How did he differ from you and Randy?
My dad was a master psychologist in the ring. He could get more out of moving his little finger than most people could out of a body slam.
Right.
But he just knew what to do and when to do it. Myself.
Yeah, how do you differ from your dad and your son?
Well, I watched Dad, of course, all those years, but as time goes on, things got a little bit more high flying, I guess, technical. Yeah. But I still use the basic psychology of Dad's. We talked about that a lot.
Okay. And
then Randy and I, we talked about the psychology of the business more than anything else. And I told Randy, just wrestle. Listen, very few guys go out there and wrestle.
Right.
And I think that's really helped him. But of course, he's got to do some of the upscale moves also, which he does.
Right.
But he basically is, he thinks out there. His timing is really, really good.
Yeah, it's excellent.
And he's definitely got the look.
Yeah.
He's got the athleticism.
Right.
And he's a sharp kid.
All right. Now, when did you know that you wanted to be and do what your dad wanted to do?
Oh.
Well, actually, what your dad was doing.
Oh, I was probably, 10, 11 years old.
10 or 11 years old. Okay. Now, what about Randy? When did he realize that he wanted to be who you are?
I'm not sure. He wrestled through school and everything, so I know it was in the back of his mind. I don't know if he actually... Yeah, I think he did. I think he knew he wanted to wrestle the same way I did.
About the same age?
Yeah, it just took him a little longer to...
When you see him on TV right now, obviously a proud dad, but do you critique and give him the positives and the negatives on what he does? Does he call you during the week?
Yeah, we talk about things from time to time. A lot less now than we used to. But,
right.
But if he wants to know something, he'll give me a call.
Okay. So a lot of people are talking now that Randy Orton, when you talk about the WWF and WWE, names come to mind like you and Roddy Piper and Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart. A lot of people are picking Randy Orton to be that guy right now, that franchise guy. What's your take on that? Do you think he's there? Is there a little more to go? Or?
I think he can handle the load, yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay. Now, what I'm doing with all the legends here today, we're going back in time and doing some old school interviews. So let's go back to the past. Tonight, Bob Orton, it's going to be you and Roddy Piper against Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage. Look in the camera over there. They are watching on TV on the monitors back in the dressing room. Tell us what you're going to do to them.
Roddy Piper and I together, two of the greatest wrestlers in the WWF, because we're going back.
Yes.
The WWF at the present time, Savage and Hogan, sure, they got their fans behind them, they got the long blonde hair, but they don't have it where it really counts. Right here in the heart, baby. Piper and I are going to get out there, he's going to talk him to death, and then I'm going to whip on him. And when the match is over, Roddy Piper and the Cowboy will be standing there with their hands held high.
Well, hand held high with a cast on your arm?
I think the cast would probably be necessary if this match were actually to take place.
Is that correct? Thank you, Bob Orton. It's great to see you again. Bill Apter with Cowboy Bob Orton, and we'll see you at the matches. Thank you.
Yeah.